They said this ZX6 was quick. Let's see. You guys, 602 Boosts are back at it again. We just out here chilling here on the 2016 ZX6, just trying to have some fun with it, because I gotta admit, it can be a fun bike. Not it can be, I should say, it is a fun bike. Let me shift up a little bit so I won't have to be so loud, man. It's the whine the literal whine on this 4-cylinder is, the whine on this 4-banger is just, wow. I have to admit, this inline 4 definitely wants to scream. That's all it wants to do. And if you want to get any good power out of it, you're going to have to let it scream. You can't keep it up too high in the RPMs, because all that's going to do... Oh man, the brakes are good on this. Oh yeah. Anyway, all the bike's going to do is just lug and chug, and you got to keep these RPMs up, baby. So I'm just out here chilling. I'm not doing too much. I just want to talk about this bike and just how fun it is, and if you're looking to pick up one of these bikes, some things that you really need to know about. So anyway guys, why would you even want to have a ZX6? If you're looking at a Supersport, why look at the ZX6? Why look at this model? Even the newer one, the 2019, according to this video, is the latest. I guess, why would you want to look at a 600cc bike in general? I mean, overall, the Gixxer, the R6, CBR 600, all these bikes more or less do the same thing. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about the differences between the manufacturer's 600 class. I mean, specifically, if you're looking to get into one of these bikes, you're looking to do something specific with it. And so what this video is supposed to do is help you to figure out what you would want to buy this for and what you don't want to buy this for. Because honestly, I know guys that have went out, bought big bikes or bought really small bikes, and then after the fact decided how they plan on riding it. By then it's too late. You already invested the money. If you bought a bike brand new, you've already depreciated the value of it. So trying to renege is not going to help you. So if you're looking to get into a 600cc Supersport and you're not sure what you're going to be doing with it, take a look at this video. Oh wow, now that was crazy. So FYI, if you ever run into something like that, just power through it straight ahead. Keep your throttle hand steady like I did. Don't chop the throttle. You know, don't chop it, or don't like let off the throttle or try to break through that. Just ride straight through it. That's the best thing you can do. And I probably shouldn't be out here since it rained last night, but I figured, hey, I want to get a vlog in, you know, I want to talk to you guys, so I figured I'd come out. But anyway, 600cc bike. Why would you want to buy a 600cc? Doing what I'm doing right now on the streets, the 600cc is just fine when it comes to power. The bike is going to have plenty enough power to get away from Priuses, minivans, small to heavy SUVs, trucks, and even some Mustangs if you're careful. It's going to be still quicker than most any other car out there on the street. It is. I mean, it's a 600cc Supersport. The thing, this guy revs high, and it's got plenty of horsepower to be able to get you out of trouble. Plenty of power for the street, no doubt. So if you plan on riding on the street like this, if you commute on the streets like this, a 600cc Supersport is fine for the power. you got plenty of it. I mean, honestly, you'd have plenty enough power with, like, let's say a Ninja 300, you know, CBR 300, 500, whatever the, you know, the R3, you know, whatever these sub 600 class bikes are. You have plenty enough power to, you know, to be able to handle the streets. Now, real quick, I'm seeing a big puddle of water right here. So what I'm gonna do is just take it nice and easy. See how they're splashing it up there? Now, in my case, I got a chance to ride the center lane a little bit, so I'm gonna get in the center and avoid all that. And I'm straight. But if you do run into that situation, guys, try to just slow down and go through it. Don't try to come through it hot, because you're gonna just lose traction. Just keep your speed steady. Don't try to increase your speed through it. Just take your time and keep your throttle hand steady. Don't hit your brakes. But yeah, bottom line, you're gonna have plenty of power to get through the streets. You're not gonna be like a little Grom, not being able to go 45 or 55, depending on how fat you are, and you'll still look like you're going fast. So yeah, 600cc bike, you know, will be just fine for the power. But if you were to go to like the Grom or maybe like a 300 or something like that, R3, you'll have enough power on the freeway, but if you need to get out of trouble, most cars are gonna be able to overtake you quickly because you got a little small engine. But in a 600cc, you can drop a gear and disappear, literally. So 600cc, definitely good for the freeway. Not a single problem there whatsoever. You got plenty of power with that. Now when it comes to comfort, I have to admit, this bike for me, for a Supersport, is actually very comfortable. I'm 6'2", 225 pounds. I got long legs. With the way that the tank is set up, my legs aren't too high up like this, but they're not too low to where they're almost dragging and making my legs just completely go smash like this. So I definitely appreciate that. Oh snap. My turn, homie. Man, I gotta time this truck. Oh, good, you turn it. Yes, thank you, thank you. But yeah, when it comes to comfort, this bike is actually, the 600 class to me is actually a very comfortable bike, at least this one in particular. This 2016 ZX6 is actually very comfortable for its size. I'm actually not comfortable at all. My back isn't strained. It's easy for me to be able to put my legs on the tank and grip it. The tank is kind of wide, so if your legs are shorter, you might find it a little bit harder to deal with. Get up this here real quick. But if you're able to adjust to that, it shouldn't be a problem. Definitely comfortable to ride. The bars are actually a little bit higher than what I would normally expect for a Supersport. I know on my Busa, I have to stretch out a little bit more, and sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable after a while. But this bike here, not the case. Let me just chill behind my boy real quick because I don't know what he about. But yeah, guys, comfort-wise, this is actually a very comfortable bike. Next thing we can talk about is the handling. I mean, with the 600cc and the ergonomics being the way they are, this bike does handle very well, no doubt. When you're talking about something in the 600cc class, you're looking at something usually about 400 pounds less. I should say about 400 pounds or less. So being able to lightly flick this bike over should not be a challenge. Just like that. Should be easy to flick over. In particular with this Kawasaki, I like how the front end stays nice and stable when I go into my corner. It gives me confidence and it actually stays planted. I do like that. So you can expect that from almost any other 600 out there. You just have to make sure that the ergonomics fit you the best. So if you need to make some adjustments for your body type, make the adjustments. Do you need to have some risers or different clip-ons? Do you maybe need to look at some rear sets? Is your suspension adjusted for you? You got to take that stuff into consideration. And again, all this stuff can apply to any bike, no matter what year it is. If you're talking about a 600cc, you definitely want to make the necessary adjustments so that way you can get the best out of your bike. Nobody wants to be riding around on a bike that's just either uncomfortable or hard to handle. Last thing you want is a bike that's hard to handle if you're mid-corner, or if you're emergency braking, or, you know, if you're just trying to get out of a sticky situation. So if you're looking for the 600cc class, you got plenty of power for the street, plenty of power for the freeway. Definitely is a comfortable bike that can handle easily for you and is not too heavy. So I definitely like this ZX6, man. This really is a fun bike. This bike in particular, if someone's looking to pick it up, still for sale. You know, I got to take it out on my little rides. Oh man, look at this. This is ugh. This is horrible. Get from up out of here. That's what it wants right there. It wants it way up top. That's where your power comes in. If you keep your power up there, you're gonna really enjoy the bike. But if you lug it around below 4, 6, 8, you're not gonna have fun shifting up from there. You wanna wait till you get all the way up. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the 600 class bike. What would you recommend a 600cc bike for? What do you use this 600cc to do besides wheelie and stretch it and try to, you know, drag race it? Please don't stretch the 600. I'm saying that right now. Please do not stretch a 600 thinking that you could take it to the drag strip to prevent it to stop wheeling. It's not cute. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna disturb all the handling on this bike. Don't do it. It is a trap. 602 out.